Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day and that everything is going well with you. Y'all, I'm sorry, I had some little fuzz on me. I had some blanket attention given to my body earlier. I have these chills from time to time. So even though it's hot outside and the air isn't really on right now, but it's comfortable enough to where I don't have to have the air on. So since today is not that bad, well, at least not right now, I've been getting a little chill here and there, so I had to throw the blanket on real quick. And unfortunately, it was the one that sheds. Need to get rid of that. So anyway, this is going to be a thoughts video. So let me go ahead and get started. This is going to be on reality TV shows that I watch that I don't review. But yeah, so I'm going to start out with the Real Housewives of Potomac. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start out with this person first because I was trying to go over there in my mind earlier and I kept forgetting her name, but I remembered it before I had to look it up. I didn't want to look it up. Y'all, but Candace, I can't. She getting into it with her husband. She getting into it with her friends, associates, just anybody, and a lot of it, if not every bit of it, is stemming from her terrible relationship with her mama. Her mama always wants to analyze her and treat her like a patient, and you can't do that. You have to be a parent, despite what your profession is. And I know I would not want my parents to do that to me, even if they did get an amazing degree, such as what her mother has. I just don't want you to do that to me. So they've gone to therapy. They're supposed to be working through some stuff. And it looks like if it works, it's going to be a very, very long and hard journey because Candace's mama is still very stubborn in her ways. And I'm just not here for it. And also, what's her name? I almost forgot again. Candace, she ain't too much far behind her mama, and I'm just like, okay, I'm tired. Y'all is doing a whole lot in your life. So yeah, y'all, I'm just tired, and it's too much. So yeah, let me see, what else? I just want Candace to get her life together because her mama be doing the most, and then she ends up in these situations where I'm looking at her like, girl, why are you acting like your mama? Or why are you talking to people the way that you talk to your mama? Because y'all's interactions are trash as well. And it's like, you're letting all of this stuff spill over into your other relationships. And the ones that matter, which of course are with her husband and with whoever her actual real friends are, you're doing too much. And I just hope that she can gain control. I hope that these therapy sessions are going to actually start doing something because I don't really see it working at this point. Now, like I said, this might take some time. So yeah, y'all. Monique is still very much so pregnant. She threatened to drag Candace pregnant at all last week, and I was here for all of it. Monique got some stuff with her, but I like her. I like her. She is gorgeous to me. She is very real, and the only thing about her that I kind of look at her like, all right now. She'll say that she didn't say something and she clearly said it. And I'm just like, girl. And at one point in time, I was like, oh, well, can we blame it on pregnancy brain? And I'm like, nah, because I think she's done something like this before and she wasn't pregnant at all throughout that whole process. It wasn't the beginning stages of a pregnancy, the middle of it, or the end of a pregnancy. So again, you can't blame pregnancy brain on it. So y'all, I was just like, outside of that, I'm here for Monique. Robin, I just don't understand why we're here, why she's on the show, because her story is so boring. And I mean, I hate to say that, but it is because she really doesn't have anything to give outside of, I heard this, and it's like, because that situation with that house, I don't know how many seasons that's been. She should have been had that house fixed up and rented out to somebody or whatever the situation is going to be. And they still putting stuff into it. They are not done. But her friend Giselle has purchased some house that was like $900,000 or $900 million or however much it was, $9 million or however much that house was that she's gonna redo. But I feel as though she's gonna get done with her house before Robin gets finished with the house that she's doing, that she's going to ultimately rent out to people. And I'm just like, why is it taking you so long? Goodness. But yeah, I don't really see the point of her really being on the show, because she's pretty much boring at this point. And I mean, I don't want to really say anything negative about anybody, but I'm just being honest when it comes to that, because if she weren't on this show, I wouldn't miss her. I wouldn't feel as though something was missing because she's not there. And her situation with her ex-husband, I'm just like, can we please move on? And you sit up and tell us, oh, well, I don't know where we stand, but, you know, I think we're working on something. And he definitely wants another child, and he wants it to be a girl. And I'm just like, are y'all gonna get married or not? Because this is just stupid. I understand y'all have kids, but it's just dumb for him to sit up here and be like, yeah, we're barely, you know, going out. We're definitely having sex, but we're barely going out anywhere and acting as though we're a couple. But I want to have a baby with you, and I want it to be a girl. First of all, men determine the sex of the baby. So if he doesn't have a girl, it'll be because he does not make them. So unless y'all plan to put some money into the scientific ways that people genetically change the outcome of what a baby is going to be down to the T, then you can't expect for somebody to be like, oh, well, you're pregnant with a girl, unless you just look up. Because like, everybody should have been taught forever ago, even down in elementary, that the men determine the sex of the baby. Anyway, y'all, like I said, I feel like nobody would miss her if she weren't there on the show. And I'm just like, I don't know why you're here. The only thing that she provides is some messiness. Well, I heard this, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And then she gets mad when she gets caught up. And I'm like, you can't get mad when you have decided to get caught up. You shouldn't have went and told the people who you tell, who bring it up in conversation. And then it's like, here's Johnny. And it's like, what? I didn't volunteer any of this. Like, why am I being put on the spot? Literally Johnny on the spot. But anyway, so like I said, Giselle is getting a house. She's purchased the house. She's going to renovate it. This last episode, I think, was pretty important, even though some people might have thought it was boring, for her to be the mother of 3 children, 2 of which are twins. One of them felt as though she didn't matter, and that, you know, I just felt so sad for her. And the thing is, Giselle, this whole time, she just felt like, oh, well, I don't need to spend all this time doing anything towards this child, because she got it. She does what she needs to do in school. I never have to get on to her about anything. She's my good child, or whatever you want to, however you want to spend it. And that's the misconception that a lot of parents have, is that, oh, well, they good. I ain't got to really, talk to them about nothing. Like, no, all kids want, or at least need, let me say need. All kids need the attention from both of their parents, or whichever parent is there the most, if nothing else. And, I was just like, girl, no. I think this was the one that's named Angel. I think that's her name. I think one's name is Hazel, one name is Angel, and one name is Grace or something like that. But I think this was Angel. But she was basically saying that she didn't feel important. And then Giselle was like, no, you're the most important. I was like, oh my gosh, the child said she didn't feel like she was important. And it was crazy because Giselle had all 3 of them together before she had her little mommy and daughter day, together. And she asked, how do they rate her? And 2 out of the 3 of them were like, oh, everything's fine. I give you a 100%. And, little girl was like, give you like a 70 or something like that, or 79. So she was like, what is that I need to work on? And I was like, oh my gosh. But at least she was being real. And then even after they had their mother-daughter time, she was like, look, so what do I get now? And she was like, I mean, I guess a 79. And she was like, okay, I'm working my way up. And then, you know, she was like, you know, nobody's 100% perfect. So I was like, you better say that. Girl, you better say that. So yeah. So outside of Giselle's normal drama, you know, I enjoyed the moments that she had with her little girls. Okay, so moving right along to y'all, I was about to I watch like this one person who does reviews in particular. And before he even got deep off into reviews, I was here for him. He just has a way of saying certain things. But anyway, I always want to say the nickname that he gave her for this person. It's just so sad, but okay. I gotta think what her name is because I'm just thinking of the nickname that he gives her. Karen. Okay, so y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I personally liked the wig that she had on her in her confessional. It was like a little short, like bobbish type layered wig thing she had on. Of course, she's keeping up with her theme of blonde, and I'm just like, why can't you just get brown or black or something darker? Everybody just want to get blonde. I'm just like, okay. I wasn't here for that part of the episode where Monique and her husband, Karen and her husband, and I think it was Candace and her husband Chris. They all went out on this couples, you know, dinner situation, and Karen went all out of the way to be like, "Ray, baby, look at me," and she was like eating some mussels or some oysters, and she was just doing the most, and his eyes about to pop out of his head, and I was just like, that was disgusting. But all right. Y'all was so disgusted. I was like, I want to see that. But anyway, ain't nothing really going on with her. In moments she tries to play peacemaker, but then in other moments she's been shady. Like when she shaded Ashley, telling her that she might need to go help her husband because of all the stuff going on. Y'all, so anyway, speaking of Ashley, just in case y'all didn't know, and I don't remember if I said it before because I've been following since the very beginning of the season, she actually is pregnant in real life. I don't know if she's had the baby yet or not, but she is pregnant. I'm pretty sure it's by Michael. She looks really happy in the pictures, but as she actually said before, that she has been putting on a smile to smile through all of these things that are going on because she feels as though that's what her husband will want her to do, and that is what she just needs to do in general. So yeah, she's pregnant. She looks really happy. She's seemed to have a great pregnancy so far. I don't know if she's given birth yet or not, but she was pretty big when I saw her. And she probably did drop that baby because a lot of people on these reality TV shows have been having babies like crazy over the past few months, like crazy. I don't know what her husband really is, but I feel like their situation is a weird situation because he talks about other men's genitals and wanting to grab somebody's behind all the time as if it's as natural as changing your underwear. And I'm just like, Ashley, is just a situation that you already are fully aware of, and you're here for the money because he is worth a whole lot of money, and you're just gonna put up with him speaking to you as though he is a father instead of your husband because of the money. And if you are, that is a sad reason to do that, and I just wish her the best of luck on her pregnancy with the baby, all the good stuff. I just want her to have her sanity. Her father is trash. She tried to reach out to him on social media and he blocked her. She literally was like, "Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm your daughter. I don't want anything from you. I just want to, you know, talk to you." And he blocked her. He hasn't blocked her mother. I don't know if anything has changed since that specific episode aired, but he hadn't had the mother blocked. But he definitely blocked Ashley. And I think Ashley has at least one other sibling that he has fathered, and he's in that child's life. And she's just like, I want to know what it is about me that he doesn't want to be around me. And, you know, she's always had these thoughts of what it would be like to be around him. and what he might be thinking of in relation to her, and all of that was completely lies and things that I guess kind of helped her to get through her childhood. Because her dad is trash, point blank period. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but I can't. I come from a family where my mother and my father are married. They were married before they conceived myself, my brother, and my sister. Neither one of them have children outside of the marriage. Not to say that anything is perfect, but you know, my parents, you can tell how much they love each other and live for one another. And I'm a daddy's girl. So it breaks my heart whenever I see anybody in real life and on these TV shows that have these daddy issues. I just think it's incredibly sad. So yeah, moving right along. Who else is left, y'all? I don't remember. Did I talk about Robin? Like, I just don't understand. I think I did talk about her. Who else? Monique ain't really got nothing going on except that she's pregnant and expecting at any time. Who else? Anybody else? Anything? Ain't nothing else really stood out outside of the fact that Candace needs to get her issues in check with her mama and stop projecting all that same energy on the people who she's in these friendships and relationships with, i.e. her husband and her actual real friends. Y'all, so moving on to the next show. I watched Claws. Oh, Lord, y'all, so tired in my spirit. Claws be doing the most. Y'all, I can't. Y'all, they just sat up here, and spoiler alert, just in case you haven't watched, go ahead and fast forward past this part if you haven't seen Sunday's episode. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I got so frustrated with Dean when the show first came on, like the first 10 minutes, that I completely turned it off. And one of my friends texted me and was talking about something. I was like, girl, I'd have had to turn it off. Dean was getting on my nerves so bad. I was like, somebody gonna have to kill him. And so she was like, well, wait till you get to the end of the episode. So later on that day, I picked it back up because I really was about to go a couple of more days without even watching it. I watched the rest of that episode, and Quiet Ann sat up there and told her brother, which we all know is a gay man as well. He's gay, she's a lesbian, she's engaged to be married to, what's her name, Arlene, who is like an undercover cop or whatever she is, FBI, whatever it is she worked for. And she sat up there and told information about his opponent running money through this casino and getting his money washed in and all this other stuff. So when he was actually on TV doing one of his debates, he sat up there and he was being outed as being a gay man. And so he was like, well, I'll talk about that as soon as you talk about how you running all your money, all this illegal money through a certain casino. And I mean, they started going back and forth. As soon as he said what he said, Quiet Ann went all the way off. It was like, oh my gosh. Like, it was a lot, y'all. It's like her life flashed before her eyes. Y'all know she pregnant. Oh, Lord, I was just like, Lord, have mercy. Mac and Melba gonna find her and kill her. Y'all, the end of the episode came when Desna was trying to set up a plan that could have it where nobody's going to ever touch Quiet Ann, and just promised that she would never do anything. Don't worry about all that. So she took Quiet Ann off to some random place, and she was able to hide her for the moment. Her fiance showed up, and then she was like, nope, this is what we're gonna do, because we can't sit up here and hide forever. And then she was like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm going to give them this deal where if they do exactly what they're supposed to do and, you know, get their books clean and all this other stuff, then they won't have to worry about anything. And, you know, they don't have to worry about any information coming out or whatever. Basically, like, do what you need to do, keep your hands clean, and, you know, we won't, you know, you don't have to worry about this person. Man, she done showed up to the place to see Mac and Melba, and then Desna acting as if she coming in looking for, I can't find Quiet Ann nowhere. She was like, what you doing here? trying to act like she played that part. She tried to act like she didn't know what Arlene was doing that. So she was like, look, this is how it's gonna go. She in the middle of telling them how the plan gonna go down. Some man roll up out of nowhere and slices Arlene's neck. Arlene is toe down and dead. And I'm just like, excuse me, what is going on here? Why are we cutting people's throats? This man had cut her throat and she dead. And so he was like, yeah, I don't trust her. Then slit her throat. He was like, I didn't trust her. And he basically was like, I don't know if I trust you either. And Desna is over there. I know she looking like, I don't know what I'm going to tell her fiance. Quiet Ann probably will never talk to her ever in life again unless she can somehow spin it and make it seem like she was doing an undercover mission and that's how she got killed in the line of duty. That's the only way I feel like she's going to be able to halfway spin it, but she's going to have to live in her own personal hell on earth as to what has happened in real life. Because she has so many skeletons. She has so many things that have happened to the point where it's like, girl, how do you live with yourself with all this drama and stuff that went down? I don't understand how she still live. Like, I don't even know how she sleep at night. She has done and been through too much stuff, y'all. And like I said, Dean be doing the most to the point where I'm like, somebody gonna have to kill you for you to learn. I don't know how many times Desna has tried to tell him that Mac and Melba don't mean anything good. There's no reason for him to deal with them. Of course, they're planning to kill him once he wins this championship and all that good stuff. Desna is trying one more time to tell him what it is, coming completely clean. She done sat up here and dropped a bomb talking about, remember when we were young and they were going to take you and put you in a foster home and they were going to separate us? Well, I set the house on fire and I told them that you did it and that I would be the only one to be able to take care of you. And that was the only reason why we were able to stay together. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, she did the most for them to stay together. Like, she really does take care of him. Dean is a handful. Dean is 2, 3, 4 jobs all in one. So for Desna to have been able to just handle him for however long she has had to handle him on her own, it's just a lot. And I just can't. Like, Dean has been irking my soul for quite a few weeks now. Y'all know, like last week, he sat up there and broke up with Virginia. Virginia has actually gone out with, what's her name? Jennifer. Jennifer's ex, which is her child's father. And y'all, I thought that situation was going to go okay. I thought they were going to be all right. Now, you know, they've gotten past the elephant in the room, which is he is her ex, meaning the baby's father, all this other stuff. And y'all, every time you look up, he's talking about her even when he doesn't mean to. And I mean, I can kind of understand it because he went to prison and all he knew basically was her before that. And now they're trying to be co-parents and act decent, you know, instead of fighting one another. So it's, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out too well. Y'all, speaking of, I was like, okay, did I miss something? Because all of a sudden, Jen's husband had this book deal presented to him. And I was just like, why? Why? Y'all, and I mean, it came so fast. I was just like, what is going on right here? Y'all, he done had this random book signing. And the room was full of people. And then he opened the floor for questions, and this guy was so happy, and he lived for the book. And he was just like, oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that I could be an inspiration. Then he said something, and as soon as this, I said, what? Y'all, these are some white power Ku Klux Klan, you might as well say Ku Klux Klan members and family members and whatever in the room, some white power. I was like, this white supremacy mess, oh no, this racist mess gotta go. And so they were like, no, excuse me. Y'all, when they realized what it was, they was just not here for it. And even the man who was pushing for him to do the book and got the deal and all this other stuff, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get you out of here. Like, he was deep off into it too. And I'm just like, what in the world, y'all? A big old fight broke out. It was so bad that Virginia and the baby daddy, they came in because they were in the same place that the book signing was going to be, and Jennifer invited them to come by, and so they came in to support. And then that man said that racist stuff, and it was just like, what? Because Jennifer was like, we ain't like that over here, and and Virginia was like, and co-workers, because co-workers are black, all of them, but like the two, her and Polly. And so it's like, I forgot what Quiet Ann is in real life. But yeah, anyway, y'all, a fight broke out and it was so bad. Old boy know how Jen get down. Started fighting people. He lifted her up like he did her, like he had to bear hug her and lifted her big behind up and carried her. I was like, what about Virginia though? Why didn't you get everybody out? Like you went straight for, it's like, out of habit, he knows how she get down, because she don't play like that. She don't play at all. A lot of people try to be like, oh, she white, she ain't gonna be like that. No, she's that certain type that's like, what you're not gonna do is try me. Don't let the skin color fool you. Jen was setting it off, and old dude lifted her up and took her out somewhere. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, the most was happening. But yeah, I can't wait until we come back to see what's gonna happen with Quiet Ann's situation, because her girlfriend got killed. Dean about to get killed if he don't go somewhere and sit down. Roller tried to, recruit him into becoming a stripper again, and he enjoyed it. But I don't know if he's gonna be able to really get him into it like that. Y'all, it's just too much going on. Polly is trying to get with old dude Joe, because she did leave him, but she's trying to get back with him because she really does like him, and she still wants to kind of get information out of him in reference to Mac and Melba. But y'all, that show been doing the most. Let me see, maybe 1 or 2 more shows, y'all. So I saw the Love and Hip Hop Part 1 reunion, and I'm tired. Why everybody look like a mess? Like everybody had on something. Everybody's outfit looked like a mess and a half. The only person who looked good was Ty. And Ty ain't even no cast member like that. She been on the show maybe 2, 3, 4 times this season, and that was when they showed her face, or when somebody talked about her for a quick second, and they show her picture on social media. And I'm just like, why Tyler better than y'all, and y'all are the actual people who are on this show, like for real, to get the real checks. Y'all, I cannot. I'm tired. So let's go and get this out the way. Kenya look like a whole ghetto Oompa Loompa. I've been telling people this since I saw that episode. She looked like a ghetto Oompa Loompa that's about to be on her way out to a club. She looked like a mess. I don't know why she had the outfit on. I don't know why she had that wig on. Did nothing look right. I think her lipstick and the makeup she had on, like everything was just drowning everything else out. It was just doing the most. And I was just like, why? Why, ma'am? Why? And for some reason, Stevie J looked younger than all the guys up there, and he the oldest. And it's like, what's wrong with all of y'all? Everybody be trying to live for Scrap Daddy on, and like I done told y'all before, I don't know what y'all was looking at. Maybe y'all was looking at the long dry hair he had before he had to cut it off and go into prison. But there's a lot of people be reading his skin. A lot of people be reading his skin down. I'm like, no, y'all need to stop. Oh my gosh, I ain't never seen it before. I think it's his nose or something. Like, I ain't never think he was fine. He just looked dusty to me. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of women live for him, and I just be like, why? Jock look as usual. Scrap look Pooh looked like a mess. Carly was looking like a mess. Everybody was looking like a mess. Y'all, what Rashida be having on? I just be so tired. I be like, what everybody got on? So, what's her name? Sierra to set up here and poured all of Pooh's tea. Her and Hiram ain't even married. And she really be out here trying to make it seem like they just been married for forever. They done been together for forever and all this. Apparently, she applied for a marriage license like in 2013 or 2015. And nothing ever came of it. And I'm just like, you love my husband. Me and my husband. We did these things. Me and my husband. And I'm just like, but y'all ain't married though. But okay. But yeah, she told everybody what her real name was, everything. I was just like, ooh, girl, you done went off. Apparently, Karen King is going to snatch the wig off of Pooh on like the next episode, and I'll be here for that. They're gonna get into a fight. They're for some reason sitting next to one another, and she's going to snatch her, and I'm gonna be here for it. Hopefully they'll actually show it. Erica and Scrappy got into it really, really bad, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When Scrappy first came out, like long time ago, like a long time ago. I'm talking about before that song, I got money in the bank, shout it what you drink, I got money in the bank. All that. Before that, all of that. I used to live for him. I don't know why, but I used to live for his music. But anyway, and you don't want no problem, woo. You don't want a problem with me being me. All of that. I used to live for all that. You don't want to be dead in the... I used to live... I don't know. I have issues with rap sometimes. I be living for stuff. But anyway, just like I used to live a little bit for Rashida back in the day. But yeah, y'all. I just did not like the back and forth between the two of them. I just thought it was childish. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was just... I was just sitting there like, why is it so bad? I don't understand. It just seems as though since he got with Bambi, it's like Bambi said, look here, I don't want you to have no... I feel like it's kind of like the Rashida situation. Don't talk to her, don't have no communication with her, don't do nothing unless I tell you to do this. And ever since then, it seems like it's just been a terrible situation. And I don't know, it's just too much. I did not like the back and forth between the two of them. Stevie J do the most. I just don't understand why he's still on here. He don't be bringing nothing to the table. Nothing's going on worthy of speaking of. Don't care about him and Faith being married. I don't understand the point of them being married. They are annoying. She stay getting married to somebody that ain't nothing to be like, oh, she got married. She stay getting married, so what, whatever. Who else? Scrap De Leon. I'm trying to understand, outside of the fact that you were on this show getting out of jail, I guess you gotta check for that. How you have money for a house? He's sitting up here moving into a house, talking about, oh, I'm spending all the time with my kids. Why you wait till the last episode to show you doing anything with your kids? Let's see, I didn't like that. And you have more than one child. So I don't like that. King and at least one other one, and I'm just like, I hate when people do that. Now you want to act like, oh, I got these kids and they the most important thing to me and I need to spend time with my kids. That would have been the first thing I would have been doing as soon as I could. I would have been like, somebody, even when he was at the halfway house, I would have been like, whoever can come get me, try to bring my kids with you too. Or at least have my child's mother to bring the kids too, because I want to see my kids. Unless they just didn't show it. That was like my first time I remember seeing him with the kids. Did nothing really go on with Rashida and Kirk this time, and I'm just like, Carla Red and them doing the most. They got her taking the lie detector test on there. Pooh declined to take it, and I'm just like, girl, oh gosh, I'm tired of everybody. I just don't understand. That's about the gist of it, y'all. Ain't nothing really going on. I just watched a few of these shows so I can get me a good laugh, because it's better than the things that's going on in my life. I would rather laugh at other people than to laugh at and just feel sorry or sad or whatever about the few things that are going on with me at the time. So yeah, y'all, that's all I got for the thoughts video today. If I have another one, I'll put it up. I'll make one and put it up. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, y'all. I know I look crazy. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Had a long day. So anyway, y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey, y'all. I had to come back because I knew I was forgetting something. I knew I was going to forget if I ain't say it first. Let me stop clapping. But yeah, so I saw Basketball Wives too, y'all. I'm tired of Jen's situation. Her and Evelyn are supposed to be on decent terms at the moment, and I'm just like, whatever. Ain't nothing really going on with Shawnee, except she was feeling torn because initially Evelyn was talking about, well, do we have to go out because I ain't got time for this. I don't want to be in these places with other people. We gonna go to 2 different restaurants or whatever if we gonna go. And had I known the situation was gonna be like this, I might have, stayed at home. I guess she was like, well, I'm gonna come, but since she's not gonna be invited to nothing while we're here, then I'll just go. And I'm just like, why would you think? I kind of feel like that's what she meant, and I'm just like, why would you think that she wouldn't be going on any outings with y'all? It's a girls' trip. Everybody was invited. Everybody's supposed to go out and do what they're doing. Y'all, I don't understand the purpose of Furby. A lot of people are calling her a wannabe Cardi B and all of these other things, and I just don't understand. Her voice is just ugh. She's one of the classic examples of certain women that are from somewhere in New York or New Jersey or anywhere closely related to that, and they sound super nasally and annoying, and it's just only way I've ever been able to describe it is it sounds nasty. That's the only way I can describe it. I don't know why, but the way she talks sounds nasty to me, and I'm just like ugh. But anyway, I don't understand the purpose of her. Her body is shaped in a very strange way. Like, what is that about, y'all? Did she get breast implants and then she just didn't do anything else? Like, I don't understand. That was weird to me. Jackie is still trying to play like she in the middle, but I can't wait until Malaysia's family jump her for whatever she said to insult her mothering skills. I can't wait. Who else, y'all? What is her name? Byron's fiance wasn't on there this time. Hallelujah, because she's boring. I don't understand, y'all. OG was there, but y'all, I cannot. Like, it's like sometimes she takes hints or bits and pieces of what somebody told her that she should wear, that she would look cute in, and then other times it's like she'd be like, well, I'm gonna do what I want to do. If she be looking like a mess, and I was like, ugh. She had on these shades. They were like cat eye shades or something. I was just like, what is going? I don't know. It's some ugly little shades or glasses or whatever she had on. They were ugly. Wig she had on was toe down. The outfit she had on was toe down. I was just like, ugh. You can't get nothing right, can you? What is like, ugh. And she was in her feelings because she, still has this unresolved beef from the drive-by that Malaysia gave her. And she just feels like there's some unfinished business there. Eventually, next episode, apparently, she and Evelyn are going to get into it to where she pushes Evelyn into some bushes or she falls into some bushes. One of the two going to happen. But I'm going to laugh either way. But yeah, Jennifer done sat up here and brought some random heifer. And I'm just like, what? And then every time I look, Kristen brought some random heifer. The random heifer showed up. I was like, why are all these random people here? Don't nobody know y'all. Why y'all here on a girls trip? I don't want to get to know y'all on a girls trip. For me, in my opinion, a girls trip involves everybody who I am cool with, that I actually know, or people that I know and maybe I got to work on something with. But I actually know these people. Don't nobody know these random heifers. But anyway, the random heifer that Jennifer brought got into it with, was it Evelyn? I don't even remember. Got into it with people. I was like, oh gosh, if I was about to break out with them, Evelyn was doing her usual, I'm prepping myself to hop over this table on somebody stance. And it was just too much. I think it was Jennifer and her friend. She was about to roll up on them and connect. And she did go off on her because she felt as though she still talked about her daughter. She still want to address it. So she rolled up. She had a drink in her hand. She threw the drink at Jennifer. So she was going off, and then Jennifer got up and threw the drink at her. And they were separated. Nobody could fight or anything. But I'm just like, oh my gosh. So we'll see how long this ceasefire stands, because that's as far as all I can see it actually being at this point. Y'all, I have a question, and I'm being serious. I'm not talking about nobody in a negative way. I really and seriously want to know, who am I to talk? Especially when y'all see what I'm talking about. Okay, now on the preview for next time, they show Kristen talking to somebody. I don't even remember what they was talking about because of the fact that her daughter's head was so thinned out that I was like, wait a minute, do I remember Kenzie having like super thin hair? And it's like somebody tried to put it in a ponytail, and what they could get in a ponytail was in a ponytail, and this part was like all frizzed up and whatever, and you could tell she you could tell that Kenzie's a very active child anyway. So I wasn't worried about her hair being unkempt or anything like that. I was just like, what is happening? This child's hair, like, I see like scalp. I saw more scalp than anything. So y'all let me know down in the comment section, was I seeing things or what? And like, does she have a condition? Has her hair always been like that? Because I could have swore that when we've seen Kenzie before, which they have shown her a lot, since they actually have been introduced, her and her husband have been introduced on this franchise, has her hair been like that before and I just never noticed that it was thinned out? Like, or is it just me? Am I seeing things? Or, you know, it's actually happening and I just somehow never saw it? Because I just want to know what's going on, like what happened. Like, she really like sat up there and had it pulled back into a little ponytail type situation or whatever it's trying to be, puff or whatever it is. And I was just like, what is going on? This child head is so and I rewound it like 3 times. I was like, am I crazy? Like, for real. Like, I'm being serious, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section, is that a situation that has always been like that and I just for some reason didn't see it before now, or I'm just seeing things? I want to know what's going on with her. You know, is that a situation that they're doing something about? Like, I'm really worried about that. I don't know. I'm hoping that she hasn't been trying to do these various hairstyles to her and slicking it up and having it in ponytails so much that it done ripped it out. And however, because a lot of times, a lot of people are bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in the back because they want to do all these hairstyles, and the way that they put the hairstyle together and the way they remove it is the reason why they don't have hair. And just like me, I relax my hair, but I'm not a bald head scallywag. I have missing edges and parts because a chemical exploded in my face, but my hair is still thick. I still have hair. I've never been bald head. I have hair, always had hair. So, you know, it's just the fact of it's hot right now and I have it up, and the things that I think I'm doing to it, I don't want to do it, and I'm tired and I'm hot and it's just too much going on. But yeah, y'all, I'm very concerned. I just want to know what is going on with that. Like, does she just, because she's just too, I feel like she's too young for all that to be going on with her hair. And I could have swore in recent seasons or however many seasons she's been on here, whether it was 1 or 2, that she had hair and we didn't see no bald spot. Like, I see like whole lot of scalp. And I'm just like, what in the world is going on? But anyway, y'all, I had to come back and say that because I knew I was going to forget something. I was like, what is it that I'm forgetting? What is it? Anyway, I think that was all. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to add. But y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all got going on and what y'all thought about these episodes. Do y'all watch them and everything else in between? Go ahead and like this for me. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate the love that I get on the regular. I really do appreciate all of my new subscribers. Y'all are amazing. I'm going to get my life together and be more consistent, but a lot is going on right now. Like, when I tell you a lot is going on. Got my head pounding right now just thinking of it, and I am exhausted even doing this. So anyway, like I said earlier, I hope y'all having a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all on the next video.